Day 2 of the Smoky Mountain 500. I'm riding the 500. Today we're in Blue Ridge, Georgia. We're gonna end our day at Robbinsville, North Carolina, but I have a story to tell you and it is hilarious. It's about this guy right here and that bike right there. I'm gonna tell it later because I can't right now. David has no idea what we're talking about, but I have a story for you guys, I have a story for you, and I'm so excited to tell you. Are you ready to experience adventure? Let's ride.
It's a really foggy morning. We are headed back over to what's called Ducktown to hop back on the trail, the SM 500, and I'm having to constantly wipe my visor to keep the fog from sticking. If anybody has any pro tips on how to keep the shield nice and clear, please leave those in the comments. All right, we're gonna eat right here on the at Cat's Deli here on the left. I think that's the one.
I'm gonna do the biscuits, the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit
Bacon, egg, and cheese
plate.
biscuits.
And I'll take a cappuccino if you have any left.
I need a regular cappuccino, please. Okay. And that's it for
Cappuccino. Then we moto.
All right, we got a little breakfast and now we're back on the road. We're leaving McKaysville and after staying in Blue Ridge, Georgia last night, and our goal is to get to Robbinsville, North Carolina. So we'll have to go back to Tennessee, from Georgia back to Tennessee, and then work our way through Tellico Plains and all the way over to Robbinsville, North Carolina. We have a pretty big day, probably about 8 more hours of riding before we get there, and we're excited about it. The weather is cooperating, the temperature's perfect. This is it. This is a great way to wake up. Hit this mountain road right here. It's got a lot of rock and bumps in it. You're kind of having to navigate a line, making sure that you're not in the oncoming traffic in a corner. This will really wake you up. It's kind of perfect. Any tracks, and there's grass growing over it. I doubt we've had a lot of traffic. So Tyler said he has to go to the toilet. So we found him a bathroom right here. Here you go, Tyler. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's exactly how you practiced it. This is so cool here.
Do you know the best place to ride motorcycles around here? You're a rider, huh? You ride motorcycles?
No, but I could tell. No, I'm too old now. I used to. I bet she did. If you go up Towey Pike, make a right, go all the way up to the top of Towey Pike, and it'll say Towey Church. Make a right, it'll take you all the way to 60.
Okay. You used to ride motorcycles?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
And I like the drive shaft motorcycle better.
You did. Well.
It's smoother ride.
Is it? Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna let you ride mine today.
No, I think I'll pass. I got to unload a load of feed.
No, you can ride it. I'll unload the
right.
feed and you ride the motorcycle, and then we'll swap stories at the end of the day. Is that a deal?
No.
You ride motorcycles?
Yeah.
What do you ride?
I got a 1200 GS and I got a KTM 300.
There you go. You've got it covered then.
Yeah. Well, not really. I'd like to have a KTM 500.
Well, I got one to sell right there. She showed us a picture of the car that she was in when she got hit. Someone was doing 106 miles an hour, hit her head on.
Put her in a coma for 30 days.
She was in a coma for 30 days.
Doctor said she never walked.
Yeah, they said she'd never walk, that she was going to be brain dead and all sorts of crazy.
She did it all herself.
But somehow she came out and survived, and so she was saying that God spared her life. She died 3 times, but it didn't take. That's crazy.
Said she couldn't even do that right.
She couldn't even do that right? Is that what she said?
Yeah, I couldn't even die right. That's amazing.
Man, that lady had a story, and that was incredible.
I love meeting people. I love hearing their stories. And what Corey and I were just discussing is if you'll just turn the TV off and stop watching the news, go out and, you know, ride a bike or just go out and meet people, you find just life is just so rich. There's so much stuff out there that gives joy as opposed to all the fear-mongering that we see on the TV all the time. And so it feels good and refreshing to come out here and experience adventure and just kind of let all the stuff of the world kind of be forgotten. Okay, this is the famous creek that takes a lot of guys out. There's a lot of talk, a lot of debate over which line is best. So there's 4 of us. We're gonna take 4 different lines. Is that right? We're gonna test it for you guys. This creek is not intimidating. Like, we look at it like, no big deal. But the problem is, there's things under the water that you literally cannot see. And even now, it's hard to see, but there's a ledge with a big drop off here. It looks so easy, but these have grooves in them. So these are like, I don't know, slats, but grooves. And so it cross ruts you. And on top of all that, it has like moss on it. So everything is as slick as ice. So what looks like should be a pretty simple creek crossing, it turns into drama really, really quick. You okay? I just can't believe how beautiful this is, how great this ride is. There's a cobra.
That's the black mamba.
Okay, we're rolling into Robbinsville, North Carolina. I'm not exactly sure what's happening over here, but we're hoping they're serving food. All right, so the nice people said that But there's a restaurant over here. They said we could park in the sheriff's parking lot. They won't bother us. Okay. Let's try this place. Let's see if the food's any good. We made it to Robbinsville, North Carolina. And I'm getting trout. Are you hungry?
Oh, I'm starving. Yes. Wow, thank you.
Okay, so here's the story. Here's the story, David.
I'm listening. Put in the address.
Tyler and Corey go out to the parking lot last night to go to the store.
Yeah.
And they see a guy stealing his bike. What did you see? What did you think?
I mean, I guess I didn't know what to think, but as we were coming around the corner, there's big glass, and I'm like, dude, there's a guy sitting on my bike.
There's a guy sitting on his motorcycle.
Back here.
And what was he doing?
He was getting his picture taken.
I'm telling you, that bike. That bike.
There was a guy sitting on his motorcycle having people take his picture. Not even kidding. So he tells me the story. He thinks that the bike was getting stolen for a minute, but he's so confused. But he realized there's a guy sitting on his bike taking pictures.
Just sitting on your bike.
And so,
Smiling from ear to ear. So funny.
and so they end up going to the store, and then he came back and told me the story. And I'm like, wait, someone was sitting on your... I was like, who in the world could it have been? They were like, well, I think he might work here. So I was like, well, I'm going to go talk to him and see if he has any pictures. And I went and talked to him, introduced myself. He was a super nice guy. He just moved here from India. He really loves motorcycles. And Tyler's motorcycle was just irresistible. So, oh man. So if you're watching, thank you. You gave us a good laugh. And everybody else, it's been so much fun on this trip. Wow, what a great day. How many miles did we do today? How many miles?
I think we did 201.
We did over 200 miles. We still have a little bit to get to our room tonight. Hope you're liking these videos. If so, please like, please subscribe. There's a lot more adventure coming.